Madam Speaker, I wish to thank the Honourable Member for asking this question, Madam Speaker. The members would recall the Minister for Finance in his budget address last year took time to elaborate special attention this government is giving for children with special needs, Madam Speaker. And for the first time ever, he made certain major special allocation for special schools, Madam Speaker, and we wish to elaborate on progress on that, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we have got 18 special schools: Early Intervention School, Hilton Special, Suva Special, Fiji School for Blind, Gospel School for Deaf, Fiji Vocational Training, Nasuri Special School, Nora Fraser Levuka Special School, Sankatoka Special School, Nende Special School, Lutoka Special School, Sunshine Special School, Bar Special School, Wailomani Rehabilitation Special School, Ara Special School, Nasavu Special School, Lambasa Special School, and Marish Champagne Special School, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, a total of grant paid in term 1 to these special schools, a major increase this year was, in term 1 was $420,772, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we're not only giving grants to these 18 special schools, as well as those schools, other schools, who are seen as inclusive schools and are accommodating children with special needs, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as announced by the Minister for Finance in the last budget, this year we had doubled the per capita grant for children enrolled in special school, as well as, Madam Speaker, other schools which are taking on these children with special needs. The normal per capita grant was $250, Madam Speaker, grant per child. This has been doubled to $500, Madam Speaker, which was given out to all special schools, as well as schools who raised to us. These are the children with special needs, and therefore we provide this additional double up grant, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in addition to that, Madam Speaker, we also increased the salary allowance for teacher aides from 3,000 per annum to 5,500 per annum. Madam Speaker, the special schools do have this aide who will come in and assist the teachers. So their allowance was increased from 3,000 per annum to 5,500. And the sign language interpreters who used to get 5,000 before last year are now getting $7,000 per annum, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this year we have given four new establishments, ED9A, to interpreters to ensure that students with hearing impairment in these secondary schools receive proper lessons translated in sign language. Madam Speaker, up till now, this year, we have also paid 2 Braille support workers to help Braille and de-Braille materials for students with visual impairment, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we are working with the special schools, and we came out that we would need 6 more teachers in the school. That's what they asked for, and we're now trying to put an ad together to take into account what is a special need, rather than just giving them a normal primary school teacher to them. So this ad will come out probably next weekend, Madam Speaker, 6 new positions to assist the special schools. Madam Speaker, we have also got support from other institutions and NGOs. For example, the Australian Aid, through the scope Global International, they continue to provide support in specialized areas such as occupational therapists, speech therapists, and child psychologists, Madam Speaker. So they've been giving assistance to us, and they've been working with the special schools, Madam Speaker. Through our volunteer counterpart program, Madam Speaker, we're trying to develop and grow our own, but we are getting assistance from Minister for Health and Ministry of Health to do the training for these staff that we have there. Madam Speaker, in addition to this operational grant, the last budget announced by Minister of Finance, we also provide some capital grants to provide some additional capital infrastructure to accommodate needs in these special schools. Madam Speaker, beginning up till the last 5 months, $56,000 has been paid to the special inclusive schools to improve accessibility for children using mobility aids and assistive devices, Madam Speaker. In addition to that, $46,000 has been paid out for equipment and resources in the schools, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Nora Fraser Special School in Lebuka has been given funding to repair and build their school buildings and new school bus garage. Madam Speaker, the Lotoka Central College, Kasabu Primary School and Mobuzo Catholic School has been given funds for ramp construction, Madam Speaker, so that children could be lifted up. Madam Speaker, the Early Intervention Center has restructured the existing school building to accommodate early detection and early intervention programs, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, whenever you get some free time, we'd be happy to take you for a tour. You will see the kind of advanced facility we have there to identify certain disabilities that children may have, and then take them to, let's say, Shriners Hospital in Hawaii or other hospitals where they could get some advanced treatment and make them normal, Madam Speaker. Some of these children, Madam Speaker, just basically need a hearing aid to make them normal and get them to a standard school, Madam Speaker. So these things, because of financial constraint, Madam Speaker, before we couldn't do that, and they remained in this special school and therefore resigned to the fact that they are not a normal child, Madam Speaker. And this little assistance, Madam Speaker, we have been able to graduate a lot of students from this special school into a normal school, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we are working with other stakeholders. Some stakeholders come across to us to provide some targeted assistance, particularly capital grant, to provide nationwide hearing aids to children, and we're working with them closely to see how we could ensure that all children are able to get what kind of devices that they need. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary question, Honourable Chelila Kumar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Can the Honourable Minister inform this House how he is accommodating students in areas where special school is not available? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, there are two ways we are assisting these children in areas where the special school is not there. One is the existing special school. Where now most of them we're providing boarding facility, Madam Speaker, so children are living there. And we're examining the Suva ones, all of them have that, Lotoka as well. So that's one way we're looking at how we could accommodate these children in areas where special school is not there. But we're mindful of the fact that we really don't want to separate them from the parents as well, or take them too far away from the parents. So what we're doing now is to ask the schools around there, the primary schools, to mainstream the schools and get children, for them to accommodate these children with special needs. So we're incentivizing them by they're getting this new grant, the double up grant. Instead of 250 per child, they're getting 500. And secondly, we are also saying to them, we are happy to provide them with additional teacher support outside the normal establishment, sign language interpreters, teacher aides. So these are there. So what we have said is that any school head, we have sent a circle out. If any parent comes to you, give us a list of things that you need to accommodate the child. We don't want you to turn back the child, Madam Speaker. So this is how we accommodate them now throughout Fiji, because it is difficult, given that at the moment, and quite likely, given the kind of assistance and health facilities where these kind of numbers will be very low, and therefore difficult for us to have capital infrastructure in all areas for special schools. So we are now looking at mainstreaming our schools. Thank you.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Lever.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to thank the Honourable Minister for looking after special schools, especially the activities that he has announced in this House. But what I would just like to ask the Honourable Minister, Madam Speaker, though he has increased the establishment in terms of these schools, the fact is that these are the most vulnerable in terms of teacher-pupil ratio, whereas you have to have 1:4 or 1:8 in terms of the disability. What I would like to ask the Honourable Minister, if there are any plans to increase, instead of giving them allowance, increase and increase their salary or absorb them into the civil service and then increase their salary in terms of, other than giving them allowances that has been alluded to by the Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Honourable
Thank you,
Minister.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, again, I find his contribution quite amusing. He's talking about increasing the teacher-student ratio, and then he's suggesting that we should increase their salary. It doesn't match. Now, Madam Speaker, and then he's talking about absorbing them in government, civil service. Madam Speaker, one, we are providing them with teachers. Just now I said that we are advertising 6 more positions, but we have asked them to you design the ad because there's special needs that you need it. So that's the delay in it. We just 2 weeks ago we asked them, tell us your need, how many teachers you need, and they told us they need 6 more. So we advertising. These are our teachers. We will be paying them. That's not an issue. So, Madam Speaker, to deal with teacher-student ratio, to increase teacher-student ratio, we need to pump in more teachers. We have said to them, tell us how many you need. They told us 6. We're going to provide the 6. So that's how we're dealing with it. Thank you. Naga.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honorable Nambolyo.
The mic is not working.
Sorry. Thank you, Madam Speaker. With regard to special school education, can the Minister explain what policy review and awareness is the Ministry undertaking? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, important question. The initiative of government and the issues that I raised or alluded to earlier on, people need to know about it so that they don't keep their child at home. And also, there are stakeholders who need to get tuned to what we're doing and assist us, Madam Speaker, and therefore they need awareness as well as internal policy awareness as well, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, currently we are undertaking a review of the inclusive education policy to take into account some of the issues that I've alluded to, and also to use the current evidence that we have in achieving what we want in terms of providing support to our children with special needs, Madam Speaker, and to take into account the international convention and framework commitments that we have made. Madam Speaker, we also are undertaking a workshop at the moment with the stakeholders, different stakeholders, so that we are able to come up with an action plan towards a progressive realization of the rights of persons with disabilities, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, internally we are also undertaking a review of our curriculum and assessment, Madam Speaker, so that we are able to accommodate children with disability in undertaking exams, Madam Speaker. So we are looking at how we accommodate them during exam time, Madam Speaker, so that they're not disadvantaged in terms of inability to sit for the exam because the way we are undertaking exams for normal children, Madam Speaker. We are also developing an assessment option for students with disabilities, Madam Speaker. We are linking or providing support to vocational schools and technical college campuses so that these students are accommodated there as well, Madam Speaker. And lastly, Madam Speaker, we are now meeting the teacher training institutions, particularly FNU, which is offering a primary teacher training at Corpus Christi and Fulton, so that all the teachers who are trained there, Madam Speaker, all the teachers who train there, they are also given basic training on how to deal with children with special needs. And once we are able to do that, Madam Speaker, and when this new crop of teachers come into our school system, gradually we might not need specialized teachers in mainstream schools, Madam Speaker. So that's a better way and sustainable way of dealing with providing specialized teachers in mainstream schools, Madam Speaker. So all those new graduates who will come out in 2 to 3 years' time, Madam Speaker, our objective is to also them to know sign language. In addition, ability to diagnose and identify and handle children with special needs, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. To a balance of questions from both sides of the House, I need just one more question from opposition. Which one will it be? I give the floor to the Honorable Noekula.
Madam Speaker, 18 schools, special schools, and we also have children with special needs in rural areas. Could the Honorable Minister guarantee this House that the teachers are well qualified for the job? Or, if not, what training areas will they put them through in order that they are trained to attend to special students.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, unfortunately, it looks like members are not listening carefully to our contribution, and this thing is continuously happening, Madam Speaker. I've just said, Madam Speaker, that one, we are upskilling them. Two, workshops, training workshops. Number two, Madam Speaker, we are advertising to test our market. I just mentioned in this House, we have asked them to draft the advertisement of what you want in this 6 new establishment, and we'll test our market. If it is not there, then we'll get it from outside. Number three, Madam Speaker, I have just mentioned just a while ago, couple of seconds ago, that we are talking with the National Training Institution so that the teacher graduates are going to come out, they're going to be skilled and trained how to deal with children with special needs. They just can't get it, Madam Speaker. They just won't listen, Madam Speaker. Thank you.